Here we go.
I'm good right here.
That's not this type of show. You match. Hi, everybody. Look at everybody. Good Christmas crowd. Cheers. Happy day. Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. Thank you. Have a seat, everybody. Let's get started. Thank you. Come to work and people cheer for you. Thank you. Have a seat. Let's get started. Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. Save a little bit of that love for my good friend, Shane Wells, everybody. Hello, Shane.
Thanks.
How you doing?
That was a really good cheer. That was like my best ever. Thank you.
I always know, I go back in the cubby hole and I'm listening to the audience, and I always know it's going to be a good audience day when Aaron Schwab comes back and says to me, "This is one of the best audiences ever." Ever. Yeah. So, hey, by the way, I want to give a shout out to my buddy Aaron Schwab because I like to brag on her. Aaron's a member of our family, but for maybe you're new to our show, if you don't know, I call Aaron the Bette Midler of the Twin Cities, and I'm really proud of her because she's a dear friend of mine. Aaron is now the resident performer at Birch's Lower Town. They have a fabulous new piano bar in St. Paul, Birch's, and Aaron and Jay do a fabulous cabaret show there on Thursday and Friday nights, and she's their permanent Thursday and Friday night performer. So go see Aaron. Yeah.
So is she going to be a little sluggish on Friday morning?
A little bit.
Might be a struggle.
Yeah, and I'm excited because I get to go tonight, so I'm going to be down partying with Aaron Schwab. So yeah. Now, let me just talk to you about something that you can all relate to, especially this time of year: house guests. Now, oh, wow, the audience doesn't like house guests.
They think they know where you're going.
They think you think I know where I'm going. I'm not going to complain today. Actually, I have the best house guest. I have an example of the perfect house guest in my house right now. She's actually here in the building. She's supposed to be sitting right there. I don't know. Can we take a shot of the blank chair? I mean, she's supposed to be sitting literally right there.
She came to watch you and she's not here?
She's not here. She's in the newsroom gossiping. But anyway, so my BFF, Haley Hurst, who, if you've been watching the show since season 1, she was on our show, and the segment was called Hey, Hey, Haley, because she is the executive producer of Good Day LA. Well, anyway, Haley is one of my best friends, and here's an example of how good of a house guest she is. Yesterday after the show, we got done. I met her for lunch, and after we get done with the show, this is what she says to me. I go, "Haley, what would you like to do now?" And she goes, "Take a nap." Yes!
Speaking our language. Yeah.
A house guest you don't need to entertain? Yes! So what did we do? So we went home. She went in her room, watched Star Wars. I went in my room, and I watched Star Wars, and we fell asleep. 2 hours. It was perfect. Yeah. Then a couple hours later, we got in the hot tub, went to bed, and we're doing it all over again today. That's it, yeah. Hashtag best house guest ever. Anyway, so maybe Haley will be coming out in a little bit. So right now, though, grab the cup of coffee or the mimosa. It's time for the hot dish, everybody. Here we go. Wow. New drama this morning at a network morning news show. This makes me sad. I'll tell you why in a minute. Reports are a huge shakeup could be coming to CBS this morning. Now, here's what it all stems from. The sudden exit of former host Charlie Rose, you all remember that, who was fired after a series of sexual misconduct allegations more than a year ago. Well, since then, the once thriving show, because this show really had good momentum, has started to struggle again in the ratings. And this week, we learned the executive producer of CBS this morning is also leaving. Now, according to Page 6, CBS executives are thinking about blowing the show totally up and starting all over again. And that could mean new anchors, a new format. It could mean anything. They could put Captain Kangaroo back on. A CBS spokesperson, well, that's what CBS did for years in the morning. CBS isn't commenting. This makes me really sad. Now, when I'm not watching the Fox 9 Morning News, and I like our morning news, but I'll be very honest with you, I love CBS This Morning. I don't want bands out on the plaza. I don't want people dressed up like Peter Pan. In the morning, I want news. I want news. And I like CBS. And I love Gail. I love John Dickerson, who took Charlie's place. And Nora O'Donnell, one of my great joys in life, other than the Great British Bake Off, is watching Nora O'Donnell open her mouth and swallow politicians who lie to her. I mean, that's like my favorite thing to do. So I don't know why, and I'm being very serious. CBS, you have other problems to worry about in your lineup. Why is this the sacrificial lamb? Mess with the CBS Evening News that's lost 1 million viewers in a year. Look at your primetime lineup that is in disarray. Why is this being blown up because you have allegedly a toxic culture at your network? This show is working. Worry about other things other than CBS This Morning, in my humble opinion. I'm just saying, yeah.
You tell them.
I'm not kidding. This makes me really mad because I love that show and I love those anchors. What's wrong with it? Leave it alone.
You wonder if they blow it up, if those people, because of their contracts, have to stay at CBS, or if somebody else can pick them up, because they are all talented and will do fine, but where? People
want an alternative. Nothing against GMA and their 80 anchors and the Today Show, and people want an alternative. The Today Show is great. The Fox 9 Morning News is great. But, I mean, it's a great alternative. And CBS, what are you going to do there? You've been faltering in third place for decades. This is the best chance that you've had in decades, and you're going to mess it up just because you have a Mervy Pervies in your organization? It's just,
With the truth bombs today.
I like those three, man. Leave Gail and John and Nora alone. I love them. Next in the dish, Julia Roberts returns to late night TV, appearing on the Late Late Show with James Corden on CBS. And who knew? And who knew? Julia loves holiday baking. Look at this.
Well, I've been wrapping my presents and I've done a lot of baking. And look, I have Christmas fingernails.
You do have Christmas fingernails? What are we talking? What are we talking baking-wise? What are we baking?
I have baked a lot of banana bread. I did pumpkin muffins today and olive oil blondies.
How's it all working out? Good?
Yesterday, don't bake frustrated is what I have learned.
It was a bad bake?
Well, no, it ended up, the result was delicious, but there was a lot of cleaning up to do.
Oh.
I don't want to say anything else about it.
I hear what you're saying.
She looks so good. She looks so good.
Oh, yeah.
I love that woman. As you can see, Aquaman star Jason Momoa was next to Julia, and he talked. Thank you. Back row's all excited. Yeah. And he talked about his surprising Christmas tradition. Look at this.
What about you, Jason? What do you do to get in the holiday spirit?
Barbra Streisand.
Really?
I know it's
Barbra Streisand.
Hang on. Are you saying that you meet up with Barbra Streisand?
I've never met Barbra Streisand, but
because that's what it sounds like.
My mama raised me on this one Christmas album, so until I play that, it's a Barbra Streisand Christmas album that
was an unexpected answer.
It was very unexpected. Why do you seem confused? Do you not know the Do you not know the Barbra Streisand Christmas album?
What, do you?
Do
You do? Okay, that's giving me anxiety. So you do know that one. Oh, please. Take your mic back up. Now I want to see Jason Momoa.
Barbra Streisand is my people's work, okay? Yeah. That song is fantastic. It's Barbra Streisand's Jingle Bells. That's like
it gives me anxiety.
You and my
going
other.
on.
What is it with a? What is it with my girls on the shows? Alexis, it gives her the hives.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
she hates that
fantastic.
song.
I'm not the only one.
No, Alexis on the radio show slaps me over the forehead when I play it. Yeah. Next in the dish. Yeah. Thank you. The audience is with me. I love that. Yeah.
Call Alexis.
I know, hashtag poor Alexis, putting up with me for 10 years. Next in the dish, Amy Adams was on Jimmy Kimmel Live last night and talked about getting her start as an actor. Now, in case you guys don't remember, Amy spent 3 years at the Chanhassen Dinner Theater back in the 90s. Yeah. Now, and last night, Amy talked about performing at dinner theaters. Listen to this.
And what is it like doing dinner theater? Are people eating while you're acting?
Sometimes they are. It's fun. I loved it, I have to say.
Really?
But as far as like a lot of people have questions about sort of the food element of it and sort of are they eating while you're doing it?
Yeah.
And usually you're served first, but occasionally food will find its way
sometimes
to the stage.
Oh, to the stage.
Yeah, there was a potato on stage once. It was like still in the foil too. So I'm like, if you didn't want your potato,
I think that's a sign. I think it's like in Detroit at the Red Wings games, the hockey fans will throw octopus onto the ice. I think a baked potato on a stage means they loved your performance.
They loved. I'll take it. Yeah.
What do you?
Yeah.
Who throws a baked potato?
I don't know. Can I admit something? Amy's a weird interview. She's very sweet, but she's not very forthcoming. It's a difficult interview to do. And I brought up the Chanhassen one time. I forgot I think it was for Night at the Museum or something. And I said, I'm from Minnesota. I remember, you did the Chanhassen Dinner Theater. And she goes, yep.
Oh.
It's like, oh.
Stick to the movie.
Oh, stick to the movie, Jace. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, we have a great show. Go grab another cup of coffee.
We'll be right back, everybody. Back after this.
Playing Never Have I Ever is always fun to play with friends, but can you imagine playing it with Jennifer Lopez?
Oh, you have?
All right.
Andy Cohen did, and wait till you hear what J-Lo reveals. Then, putting the spirits into your holiday celebration. We're showing you some magical cocktails that'll be perfect for your gatherings using Oreos and edible glitter. And speaking of glitter, something I love saying, the hottest toy this Christmas isn't a video game or talking bear. It is actually, you're going to have to wait. But here's a clue. It involves unicorns, and you won't believe it. That is all coming up.
It's time for Never Have I Ever Hollywood Edition. I'm going to toss out some blind items. If you or someone you have worked with has done that thing, tell me by sipping your cocktail.
Okay.
Okay, never have I ever hooked up in my trailer.
So if we have or we haven't.
So if you've done it, you have a sip of your drink.
Okay, pass. Haven't done it.
Okay.
Oh, you have?
All right. Okay. Never have I ever.
I've done 40-something.
Right, you're right. I mean, you got to do it. You got to do it.
I live in the trail.
You got to get it in when you can. You got to get it in when you can.
Never have I ever caught a singer horribly lip syncing at an award show.
I say it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Never have I ever told my friend.
Thank God this is not alcohol.
Right?
I'm gonna be in trouble right now.
Never have I ever told my friend their movie was amazing when I thought it was horrible. I mean, never.
Oh, J-Lo, welcome back. It's our girlfriend. Our late night rewind. J-Lo and BFF Leah Remini playing Never Have I Ever on Watch What Happens Live last night. Well, more Hot Just For You this morning. And for that, we're heading out to New York. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us live, one of the hosts of Page 6 TV. Give it up for our friend, Elizabeth Wagmeister. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, Jason. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, we just talked about J-Lo, and you were just on the red carpet, and you were talking to J-Lo and that incredible dress that she was sporting.
Yes, that incredible dress. So the other night I was at the premiere of Second Act and I interviewed J-Lo and the rest of the cast, but we have to talk about that dress. Okay, Jason, I know that the pictures, it looks huge, but the pictures don't even do it justice. This thing, first of all, it was beautiful and she looked amazing, but this dress, it took up the width of the red carpet. I have never seen anything like it, especially at a premiere. That's something that you kind of expect for maybe the Met Gala or an event like that, but nobody makes an entrance like J-Lo. I have to tell you, it was complete chaos when she arrived. Fans were screaming. They were trying to knock down the sides of the red carpet, and she just took it in with so much grace. She really handles everything like a pro. And A-Rod, of course, was there with her. He was supporting her. He was actually live streaming the entire red carpet from his phone on Instagram. He's really a proud boyfriend. And J-Lo was also there with her mom and her sister. And it was her mom's birthday. And at the after party, everybody sang happy birthday to J-Lo's mom. It was a really sweet moment.
Oh, that's sweet. Well, I just went off a few minutes ago about CBS, and you guys have a blockbuster story involving the network. Reports are the network paid, listen to this, everybody, $9.5 million to an actress who complained about sexual harassment on the show Bull. What do we know, Elizabeth?
All right, so Eliza Dushku, who you may know from Buffy or from Bring It On, she was cast on the show Bull on CBS. And I remember when I broke the news of her casting, she was set to join for 3 episodes, but with the option to become a series regular. Well, what ended up happening is Michael Weatherly, who is the star of Bull, he allegedly made comments that were inappropriate and made Eliza feel uncomfortable, so she said something to him. Well, then after she spoke up to Michael, the network wrote her off of the show when she had the option to be continuing as a full-on series regular. So she believed that this was because of retaliation, and then through mediation, she was paid a settlement of $9.5 million, which is about the amount that she would have been paid over the course of 4 seasons as a series regular. And this news came out through the CBS investigation because you remember right now the network is being investigated because of Les Moonves, the boss of CBS, who was fired after his own sexual harassment saga.
It is crazy, and I think this is just the beginning. I think we're going to hear even more. Elizabeth, always good to see you. Have a good weekend.
You too, Jason. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Page 6 TV airs weekdays on our sister station, Fox 9 Plus, at 8:30. Yeah, I think instead of clearing the house at CBS this morning, they should just clear the house and the rest of the CBS. I'm just telling you. After the break, it's your chance to ask me anything. I'm heading into the studio audience, and well, we know how they are today. And you never know what could happen. And later, he's friends with Amy Schumer and Howard Stern. And this weekend, Jim Florentine is appearing in the Twin Cities. He's going to join us in studio a little bit later. Stay with us, everybody. Back in a moment. That for a Friday flashback. 34 years ago today, Madonna had her first, I know audience, believe me, because I remember watching it 34 years ago. Madonna had her first #1 hit with the song Like a Virgin, and boy, did she cause controversy back then. Nowadays, that wouldn't even be a blip. She has a record 38 top 10 songs on the Billboard charts. Way to go, Madonna. Well, welcome back. It's time. We love ya, except when you're a pill. Well, it's time to turn the show over to you. You've got questions, and hopefully I have answers. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Ask Me Anything. The studio audience can ask me whatever is on their mind. Where is Allie from Minneapolis? Allie from Minneapolis, come on down. Watch the stairs there. They're odd stairs. There we go, right down here. Hi, Allie. Hi. Welcome to the show. Thank you. Okay. Allie, what's your question?
I was wondering if this gentleman over here is single.
Asking for a friend.
You're asking for a friend, yeah. Floor director, that is Jason Show, floor director, Evan. Evan, let's take the shot of Evan. Evan, give us a nod. Are you single or... No, he's not single. I know. So tell your friend I'm very sorry.
I will.
And Evan, he should not be single. He's the nicest guy around, so he's a good guy. He's one of the good ones. Thank you, Allie. Thank you. Well, that was absolutely fantastic. That was great. Where is Tammy from Carver? Let's hear it for Tammy. Come on down. Watch the steps. Watch their weird steps. Right down there. Right down there. Come on down. Hi, Tammy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's your question?
Well, I was wondering if you did your shopping for Dar yet.
For my mother, well, a little bit. We got her one item when we were there for Thanksgiving.
Well, I brought something for her.
Did you?
Yes. So I have a son, and if he had his own show, I'd want him to have his own personal, or her own personal Jason jewelry.
Jason jewelry? Oh my goodness. Look at this. Can we get, Eric, look at this. Let's get a shot. Oh, there we go, right there. Do you make this?
I do.
Okay, let's give a plug. Do you have a company?
I have an Etsy shop.
Okay, where is it? Where can people find it?
It's Good Omen Things.
Good Omen Things.
Omen, O-L, it's on there.
Oh, Good Omen. Oh, look at your logo. Name, yeah. Good Omen Things. Well, we'll put a link on our Facebook page. Hi, look at that, the little Jason Show necklace.
You got the color coordinated.
You got the colors
and
of
your little faces.
You got earrings too? I love that. Okay, we're gonna do a segment with you later. Yes, thank you. Can you hold these, sweetheart? Thank you. Okay, that is fantastic. We'll put a link on to her site on our site in a little bit. Where's Tracy from Minnetonka, please? Come on, Tracy, watch the steps. Come on. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's your question?
So I was wondering, I know how much you love J.R. Ewing.
I love Dallas and J.R. Ewing, yes.
And I was wondering if you ever do impersonations of him.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You're gonna end up just like your daddy, a drunk and a bum. There we go, thank you, yeah. There we go. That's JR talking to Cliff Barnes. Okay, Michaela, right? Michaela from Egan, is that who, right? Come on down, watch the steps. Hi, Michaela. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
What's your question?
How long have you been collecting your stags?
Thank you for asking about my stag collection.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with stags this holiday season. Hashtag stags are the new reindeer. And it was just this, it's this year because stores,
okay.
yeah, so like Pottery Barn has they're everywhere. So you should, like this Saturday I'm having a party, you can come.
Okay.
And everyone's gonna be drinking out of stag cocktail glasses.
I saw your cups
Yeah,
on
do you like
Instagram.
that?
Yes, I love it.
Thank you for that question.
You're so
Thank you, sweetie Michaela, everybody. Well, it is party season, obviously. It is party season, and odds are you're hosting, bloop, or going to a party this weekend or later this month. After the break, we're mixing up some holiday cocktails, one perfect for Christmas and one for New Year's. We will be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back, everybody. Well, we met our first guest back in September. She's the owner of Her Spirit Vodka, love that name, which donates half of its profits to other women entrepreneurs. We love that. Joining us again, yes we do. Joining us again with a pair of cocktails for both Christmas and New Year's, ladies and gentlemen, it's Kirsten Marilla, everybody. There we go, Marilla. See, I almost got it right. Okay,
you did good.
Will you explain, I briefly there, this isn't just a cheesy line. This is what you believe in.
Yes.
How your company functions.
Yep. So the why has always driven us forward since day one. We decided from the get-go that we would give 50% back to women entrepreneurs. We chose a very inspiring, motivating mission. There's women entrepreneurs in the audience today that have become my friends because of this business. So that is what we started from day one, and it continues on every single day.
I love it. Okay, should we get cocktailing?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
Let's do it. That's right, yeah. And by the way, these you can find the spirits everywhere. We'll put this segment on our Facebook page a little bit later with all the locations. Okay, what are we making first?
So I always like to keep it simple. I said that last time. I always say just buy minimal amount of ingredients and have fun with them. So today for the Christmas cocktail, we're gonna do a little bit peppermint bark chocolate, kind of a martini.
Yes, please. Okay.
Peppermint Oreo.
Done.
Okay.
Peppermint Oreos.
So my husband loaded this plate up with chocolate, and it's about 3 inches thick. So we're gonna see how this goes.
Okay, go ahead.
It's gonna be extra chocolatey.
I'll let you do that.
So I just have a regular martini glass. Don't go buy expensive glasses. I always buy all my glasses at Goodwill.
Yeah.
It says mix it up, be eclectic.
Yeah.
Okay, dip it in the chocolate.
Okay.
Super ooey gooey. And then this is just Hershey's chocolate syrup, very basic. And then peppermint bark Oreos. Have you guys had these yet?
No.
Oh.
They're good.
I would say
purist. I like normal Oreos. But
no.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
And then I grind them up really fine with just like a little food processor, but I like to leave big chunks just, you know.
To eat it. Yeah, as you're making,
Just snack.
One for them, one for you, one for them.
So now this rim is just
beautiful.
Stupid. We could just have it like this
I
with vodka.
would wanted to lick that right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So then I just have some ice in a shaker. We're going to do 3 ounces of vodka. Or more.
4 if you wanted to.
1 for Sally, Jesse, Raphael.
No. Remember, I do. This is how I pour my vodka. I go 1, 2, 3, and 1 for Oprah.
1 for Oprah.
1 for Oprah. Yeah, there we go.
So 3 ounces.
Yeah.
But this is also a liqueur.
Okay.
So I'm using this Tippy Cow peppermint bark. It's actually a rum dairy product, so it's kind of like a savory.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 ounces of that too.
3 ounces.
And then, just so you don't like keel over on me, we're gonna put in 1.5 ounces of cream. Okay. So this is actually just like a coffee cream, but
it's a pretty shaker.
I won't shake this. I won't like get it on you.
No, it's fine.
I mean, maybe I will.
That's what dry cleaners are for. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, shake it up.
There we go.
And then, that's why they put a strainer on these.
Well, it's all right. There we go.
I don't use these very often.
Yeah, it's all right.
I am not fancy. Okay. Now.
Yeah.
Target came out with these little marshmallow snowflakes.
Yeah.
I mean.
Oh, look at that. Okay. And then look at all of this. Look at that. Okay. May I?
You may. I don't know. Do you want to drink it with us? Go for it. You need a bib. Oreo cookie all around your mouth. Yeah. Okay.
I don't like overly sweet things. This I could do a lot.
Yeah. Kind of dangerous. Okay.
Let's switch places.
Let's switch.
There we go. What's this one for? This is for New Year's, right?
So this is for New Year's, and I feel like a lot of women do drink vodka, but they also love a good bubbly rosé, right?
The champs.
I do too. So why not mix them?
Yeah. That's my motto.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. So for this drink, we're gonna do vodka,
okay.
And you know I don't measure, but I always bring my little fancy tools that
I can pour the vodka. You keep going.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do.
And 1 for Oprah. There we go.
I mean, whatever you want to do.
I did 1 for Stedman too. There we go. Yeah.
Then we're gonna do. This is just a cranberry pomegranate juice.
Okay. A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, a little dab because that's really potent, isn't it?
No.
Oh, really?
No, it's not super potent. I mean, God forbid we drown out. We don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
And then you can get this little, it's called pearl dust. It's for like cupcake frosting, but if you can put it in frosting, you can put it in vodka, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We're going to try it anyway.
And if it's dangerous, the vodka will kill it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So the reason for this, vodka will kill it.
They'll kill the
And then I am going to use my fancy spoon that I brought.
Okay.
But it just kind of gives it some movement and some pretty, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but it gives it like some pretty sparkle.
Okay.
And then.
Oh, it does actually. The camera won't pick that up, but it is sparkling.
But it's kind of just gives it some pretty movement. I've never opened one of these before, so I don't really.
This is going to be great. Here.
And this is, what?
No, I was going to give you a towel to help you. Here we go. Because I opened like 4 last night. Yeah.
Well. It's probably
when
better
my buddy
that you
Haley's in town, we open mini. Yeah, that's right.
I would have like poked someone's eye out. Okay. Yeah. So then you just top it off with some bubbly rosé. I chose a very dry rosé because, like you said, the juice can be a little bit sweeter. Yeah. So you don't want to overdo it with the sweetness, but just a dry.
May I go?
Bubbly. Do it.
There we go. Cheers, everybody. There we go. Give it up for Kirsten, everybody. For more information on Her Spirit Vodka, head to herspiritvodka.com. And don't forget, everybody, we're very excited. You can now watch full episodes of our show on our new YouTube channel. We post each day's episode along with clips from the show. Everybody go do it right now. Subscribe to our show. Go to YouTube, search Jason Show and subscribe. We're going to be doing exclusive content into the new year. After the break, a surprise for our studio audience. Plus, we're putting 2 people to a test in a very fun game. Cheers. We will be right back. Stay with us. Good. Welcome back, everybody. By the way, for the record, photographer Eric is not single either. I just want to make that for the, yeah. He's married, yeah. Welcome back. Odds are you'll be doing some shopping this weekend, and that includes Mall of America. So why not take a break from the stores and the screaming people and hit up one of my, and I really mean this, one of my favorite attractions. A few months ago, I named Flyover America one of my single best thing evers. It's a flight simulation ride taking you on a tour of landmarks across the country. To me, I consider, if you've ever been to Disneyland or Disney World, it is like Soarin'. I actually think, and y'all know how much I love Disney, I actually think this ride, because of the way it's constructed, is better than Soarin'. Now, it really is. It is a blast. Now, the good news for our studio audience, you are all going home with a pair of tickets to Flyover America. That's right. You can also win at home. Just head to our Facebook page, Jason Show TV, and register to win a pair of tickets. 9 winners will be selected, and good luck to you. So head over to our Facebook page right now. Well, time to give away some more stuff. It's game time, everybody! We are putting 2 audience members to the test with a Christmas-inspired Minute to Win It game. Let's meet our players. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tammy and Kristen, everybody. Now, the game is called Wrap It Up, and here's how it's going to work. The goal is to wrap as many gifts as they can in 60 seconds. So, how are your wrapping skills?
Not good.
You're not. You're not a good rapper. How is your?
I'm hoping just to be slightly better than her.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
Yeah. Aim. Dar used to wrap gifts at Carson Peary Scott, so I know I may step in to help if needed. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I'm going to get out of the way. Director Leo, may we have 60 seconds on the clock, please? There it is. Ready, set, go. Cheer them on, audience. Okay. You have 60 seconds. Let's see if they even get one gift wrap. Okay, careful. Okay. One's going for the pizza stone. Both are going for the pizza stone. I don't know if going for the big item is a good move. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time. We have 30 seconds on the clock. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of Scotch tape there. That is ridiculous. Look at that Scotch tape. Okay, we have, this is insanity. This is the nuttiest thing I've seen on this show. Look at her. She's not even rapping. That's it. We have 12 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your... Oh, look. Well, that was about the craziest thing I've ever seen on this show. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
I got 3.
1, 2, 3. Winner! But don't worry, they're both going home with a season 4 Jason Show mug, everybody. That's right. Hey, and they're already wrapped, everybody. There we go. After the break, get ready to laugh. Comedian Jim Florentine joins us ahead of his show at the New Hope Cinema Grill. We're going to talk to him about starring in the show Crank Yankers, his book, and much more. We'll be right back. Stay with us. That was amazing. Welcome back. Wow. Our next guest is a longtime stand-up comedian, TV host, actor, author, podcaster, everything. Not only has he released 6 stand-up albums, he's also hosted That Metal Show for several years on VH1, starred in the MTV show Crank Yankers, and released a book early this year called Everybody is Awful Except for You. This weekend, except you. He's performing this weekend at one of our favorite places, the New Hope Cinema Grill. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Florentine. Hi, Jim. Can we talk? Let's start off with one of my favorite subjects, and then it's Howard Stern. And you have a great story. Stern, helped you. You have your story about Stern. Didn't he help promote your first album?
Yeah, I just put I put an album out of prank calls. I was messing with telemarketers. Because I was home during
he loves.
Yeah, he loves. So I was home during the day as a comic. I work at night, so I'd root for telemarketers to call my house. I was the only guy that got mad if it was my friend when I picked up the phone. I'm like, So I started recording the calls, and I just was, messing with him. And I mailed it into the show, and he started playing it. He had me on the air, And he's like, these calls are great. He loved all the prank calls and stuff. My career basically took off from there, from just sitting around having nothing else to do. No hobbies, no nothing.
Yeah. And didn't it, correct me if I'm wrong, you were only beaten on the charts by the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Wasn't that true?
Yeah, I was number 2 on the Amazon, on Amazon. Yeah, Backstreet Boys beat me out. It was only because my website crashed. Because this was like, I didn't have enough bandwidth. I never thought that many people would visit my website.
Yeah.
So they all went there to buy the album, and it crashed, so I came in number 2. But that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I love Howard. Let's talk about your book. And I love this because social media drives me crazy. And I know that you hate Twitter trolls as well. What do you call them? Twitter trolls, don't you?
Yeah.
What is it about them? And is it hard? We were talking about earlier in the week, and no one wants to be an Oscar host because, back in the day, you just had to worry about critics. Now you have to worry about thousands of people on social media. Is it harder being a comedian now with social media?
Yeah. My thing is I don't crack jokes on social media because people always take it the wrong way. You're not playing to your crowd. You're playing the random people that could retweet your joke. So in a comedy club, people know what they're coming to see. They research the comic, and they just want to go out and have a few laughs. They're like, look, I don't want to hear. I had a long week. Yeah. Have a couple drinks and have a few laughs. So I just play in a comedy club. I just do. So I don't mess around with social media that way because I know people are going to take it the wrong way, which I understand. Like, I can't go into a corporate meeting and start cracking some of my jokes I do in a nightclub.
Yeah.
That's not my audience.
I can't imagine. I got to ask, no offense to the corporations, but our corporate gigs, how do you do them? How do you tailor them? Because there's, like you said, there's one thing to go to an Acme or New Hope Cinema Grill, but there is another thing to go to like Target and perform in front of a whole bunch of people dressed like me. How do you tailor the act for those? That's a hard crowd.
It's a hard crowd. You get paid a ton of money. So what I do is,
it makes it better.
You always get the check before you go on stage. So I put it in my front pocket and I tap the check as I'm sitting there bombing. Like, I'm walking out of here with 10 grand. This is great.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
What do you do? Because I say whenever we have a comedian here, the art of what you do is endlessly fascinating to me. What is your technique when you are bombing? I mean, you've been doing it so long that I'm sure it doesn't throw you, but what do you do mentally when like the crowd sounds like they're, crickets playing Uno? What do you do mentally?
Sometimes I'll try to get them back. I'll win them back. Or then other times I go, you know what? If I'm bombing and you guys are not going to laugh at my stuff, I'm just going to make it worse. So I'm going to go do a complete bomb and make you guys uncomfortable. Because now I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. So now you sitting there, Mr. Sue Man, you're going to be uncomfortable. Where's the best for you? Where do you find the best audiences in the country? The South? Where do you love playing? I know it's generalistic, but I mean, where do you like playing?
I like middle America, blue collar towns, you know what I mean? That just work hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't take everything so personally and just go in and have a few laughs.
Yeah.
Couple beers, so I love coming here to Minnesota because it's just,
good audiences here, don't we?
Yeah. Good people and all that other stuff. So, yeah.
You were in a movie with Amy Schumer. The pace of making a movie is quite different from being a stand-up. Do you enjoy the process of making a movie?
Yeah, I mean it totally is different because we're used to relying on laughs. Everything we say on a movie set, no one's laughing, even if it's a funny scene.
Not the crew, especially not the crew.
I know. See, we feed off of that, so we feed off the laughs, so we can improvise or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely different. But Judd Apatow, who directed the film, is a big comic friendly. He lets you ad lib lines and all that stuff, so it works out great. And Amy's a friend of mine, done great things for my career, and all that stuff. So she's a good person.
Isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim was also on Amy's show. She really does, doesn't she? She seems to really, she feels lucky. I was hearing her on Stern, and she goes, I've been very blessed. I like to shine a light on other people and help them, and that seems to be her philosophy.
She helps out a lot of comics, and when I went through my divorce, I was in Dallas at the time on the road. I got flowers sent to the comedy club, and the club owner's like, someone sent you flowers. I'm like, maybe I have a stalker here. I don't know. And Amy sent them to me because she knew I was going through stuff. So I brought them home, and I gave them to my mom.
That's perfect.
I didn't tell my mom either.
No, don't tell me. It's from Amy.
Yeah.
Here, Mom. Just some beautiful flowers I got for you.
Yeah. She's like, oh, why are you doing that? I don't know. I just felt like doing it.
Just because.
Because. I just had to switch out the card.
Well, the next time you're here, will you please come back? What a delight it is to meet you.
Of course, absolutely. Yeah.
Jim, everybody. You can see Jim tonight and tomorrow night at the New Hope Cinema Grill. For tickets and showtimes, go to cinemagrill.com. After the break, the must-have Christmas toy you have to see to believe. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Thank you, my friend. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Billy. I'm out here today with a very special guest, a fellow native New Yorker, my old friend Lin-Manuel Miranda. We're about to hit the streets to play a new game I like to call Is Anybody Happy? Are you ready, Lynn?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Miss, is it all just too much right now?
Yes, it's a lot.
Isn't it? How do you stay happy?
This moment right now.
Isn't this making it? Because that's Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh my God.
You know each other?
No.
No. Oh, you just met?
Yeah.
You just know who he is?
Yes.
Yeah, so you're a fan?
I am.
You know he's in Mary Poppins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a new Mary Poppins.
Sweet.
Really?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Tell her about it.
It's a sequel. It's not a remake, and there's a lot of singing and dancing, and I have a British...
Meryl Streep is in it! Sir, don't be sad.
Welcome back, everybody. That's the latest episode of Billy on the Street featuring Lin-Manuel Miranda with Billy Eichner on the streets of New York. Well, welcome back, everybody. Shane joins me again, and in that commercial break, when an audience member asked if engineer Brad was single, and I just want everyone to know he is not single. He is not. I know. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, but executive producer Jeff is. So there we go. Yeah.
We hear you, Jeff.
We just got word in the commercial break. Yeah. Well, before we go, it's being called the hottest toy of the season, and you are so not happy about this. And
No.
I can't believe what it is. It combines two popular things right now: unicorns and slime. Ladies and gentlemen, please take a look at the commercial for Poopsie Slime Surprise Unicorn.
Poopsie, 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 poopsie surprise unicorn. My slime is divine. Give her magic food. You won't believe your eyes. Put her on the potty. Unicorn slime surprise. Unicorn magic color change. Rainbow slime, glitter slime, so many to collect. Poopsie surprise unicorn. Which unicorn will you get? Yeah, Poopsie surprise unicorn. Over 20 surprises. Each will have
Yeah.
and look for Poopsie.
Okay, here is the tragedy of all of this. The Poopsie, I can't believe I'm saying this. The Poopsie Slime Surprise Unicorn sells for $50.
That's real.
It's a unicorn that craps, and it's $50. Yeah.
Do you want to hear the real travesty?
Yeah.
Karis wants that.
Your daughter wants it?
Anything with a unicorn. And let me tell you, Santa, if you bring that to our house, you were on the naughty list.
Yeah. Well, I guess Santa is sending the elves down here because it's flying off the shelves, so much so that the Poopsies whatever is selling for more than $70 on eBay. Yeah.
Is this real life?
It is real life. I got to tell you, I can't judge too much because the 70s and 80s version of this toy was Milky the cow. Yeah.
You had a pooping toy too?
Did you ever hear me talk about this? So
No.
all of you in the 70s and 80s, you're nodding your head. Milky the cow was a plastic cow with fake, with rubber teats, and then you had, to put a fake milk pellet in its butt, and then you pump the tail, and it made fake milk. Listen. Oh, we don't have it. Okay, anyway, but it had a theme song. But you put the milk pellet and you pump the tail, and then you milk the as you milk the.
Well, Poopsie doesn't sound so bad now.
I'm telling you, it was.
Did you have one?
Did I have one? Yes, and I was photographed with it.
Stand down.
I know. There's pictures with me under the Christmas tree with holding Milky, and I loved that thing. I'm not kidding. Dar said that I
milked it.
When I brought this up to her, she goes, "Well, you know what happened to Milky?" And I go, "No." And she goes, "You used it so much that the teats fell off."
End of scene. The show's over. We're done. We're done here.
It did, because it attached to the belly of the cow, and I guess I used it
aggressive.
I guess I was an aggressive child. It just fell right off. Yeah, okay, well.
Poor Colin.
Oh, gosh, poor Colin. Yeah. Well, Monday on the show, Shane, one of our most popular guests is back. Aaron from Lemons, Lavender, and Laundry is back with some simple DIY gifts you can make for Christmas. Join us Monday. That is going to do it for us. If you're a kid watching that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.